Oh, is this the end? Like, 17's highlighted. There's like nothing else after this for this chapter. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Deus Ex Human Revolution. I think it's been like 3 or 4 days since I last played. I believe where we left off, we were in Singapore. We found the facility which has our other scientists held hostage of sorts. They're working on upgrades or other chips and research for the company that has them imprisoned. We've eliminated all the guards up here so far, and it's looking pretty good for us. And yeah, that's it. 2 videos before, we survived our encounter with Bell Tower as well, who killed off all those hostages. My goodness. Okay, and where are we going? Downstairs now. Okay. Yeah. Wow, so we're very close, I think, to beating the game, honestly. Very, very close. We probably have just another 3 or 4 videos left at this rate. We have tons of ammunition for everything as well. In fact, it's highly doubtful we will run out now. Very doubtful. We have lots of our weapons are fully upgraded. It's been a huge amount of fun playing this game again. I also want to apologize if any of the episodes were a little slow or I didn't know what to talk about during them. Believe it or not, I've redone about 6 to 7 hours worth of video for this, where it was too boring, or I took my sweet time getting things done, and when I checked the video, I'm like, no, this is too long, like 20 minutes sneaking past 2 guards. No, no one wants to watch that. So, hopefully it wasn't too distracting, hopefully it wasn't noticeable. So what else can we talk about, Tim? So how do you think... It looks like Jensen is taking his killing of all the people pretty well. I remember what Burke had said at the end, that we're just like them and all the people that we killed. But are we? We haven't killed civilians. We've killed only Bell Tower troops. In particular, those who were behind, well, or working with capturing people and so on, right? So I don't necessarily view us as a bad guy, but that's very easy to do, right, as well? Because we don't view ourselves at, I mean, you can get away with thinking yourself as a hero. Oh, is he up in the tower? You can get away with thinking yourself as a hero easily enough to convince yourself you're doing the right thing. But Jensen has been responsible for the loss of many lives here. Let me start defending. I'd like to take that point. Now let's get out of here.
Access granted.
Let's see what we have up here that we just hacked our way into. Have we killed any innocents? No. We have done various corporate espionage. However, other companies are doing this as well. That doesn't necessarily make me... Well... Our company has been attacked and hurt by other companies. And it looks like most companies are involved in this. Even Sarif is not innocent of wrongdoing in this regard. That's kind of just hand-waving it away, saying everyone does it. That doesn't... It's not a good thing, though, Tim. Okay, they're not coming in here. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Let me guess. It was one of those Nigerian spam mails, wasn't it? Ha! Regardless, here's my new password. Morpheus. LM. Lou, I'm redoing everyone's logins and passcodes because that spam mail that got through to the Gen Lab. I have a login for you. Imornono. Wow. Imorno? Could you come up with a password and let me know? This is time sensitive. You should never have to do that ever. I am very unfamiliar with a company requiring you to give their administrator your password. Maybe where I work is just weird. Greetings, warrior personnel. I am writing you for the second time this week in hopes of receiving the requested equipment I outlined in my previous correspondence. An as of yet unidentified saboteur is compromising the integrity of my workstation with his or her blatant disregard for morality and common decency. In what is quickly becoming a recurring event, I returned to my computer only to find it defiled with pornographic images. These images depicting humans engaged in gross acts of unnatural copulation with farm animals is both an affront to my senses and an insult to the time-honored traditions of the agricultural industry, not to mention respectable animal husbandry practices. This is hilarious. I ask only that you supply me with access to at least one device for electronic motion picture acquisition, ideally with both normal and low light recording capabilities, so I may catch this purveyor of juvenile delinquency in the act. Your humble charge, Dwayne Crosby. Frankly, Dwayne, it's hilarious because it's your reaction that is why the person is doing it. Looks like we're gonna have 3 more guards to kill today. Oh, there's a heavy weapons guy over on the other side. They have masks on, so they'll be immune to poison as well. Darn the guard. Okay. We can throw a grenade there and then shoot the guard back there. Let's wait until he turns around. That will make a lot of noise. It will kill this one, and then we can shoot this guy with our pistol. He didn't die. Wonderful. Holy crap, Tim. They weren't immune to flashbangs. What the heck? Why not? Spec O'Connor. The new login information for your computer is as follows. A. O'Connor, Kepler. Contact me if you have any questions. My goodness. He didn't have a chance. We have too much ammunition. This is ridiculous, everyone. This is ridiculous. We won't even need to use our rocket launcher at this rate. And he was carrying Typhoon ammo. My God. Yeah, they're easy enough to sneak past when they're dead. Yeah, so Jensen's probably telling himself that he's the hero here and rescuing everyone. And he is, in a way, I think. People are keeping them hostage. Sure, it's 2535. By the way, you coming to the poker game this week? Corporal Dwayne Hicks. Bell Towers Incorporated. Hey, bro. Chavez wants me to check something in the biomech morgue. Can you send me the access code to shut down the elevator laser grid? That. Hello. Explorer experience points. Don't know what this is. Let's see what people are doing on this. Nice, okay. That was a bit awkward.
Access granted.
$15. Here's a copy of the file on their security specialist. Shouldn't be a problem. I'll also send you copies of the assets files. Adam Jensen, male, Caucasian, birth location unknown, date of birth 1993, 34 years old. Both parents deceased, 1998. Foster parents located in Detroit area. College education, University of Phoenix. Associate degree in criminal justice. Sworn officer, DMPD. 2014. SWAT, 2018. Quits DMPD in 2026. Hired by Seraph Industries 6 months later. Addendum. Recently augmented, military grade. Armed and extremely dangerous. Alive. Reed Morgan. Female, Caucasian, 32 years old. Granted magna cum laude, neurology and psychology. United States, hired by Seraph Industries, genetic research, head of science team, 2033. Acquired. Eric Koss, also acquired. Me acquired, vastly deceased. Interesting. I guess they want to acquire me as well. Spec O'Connor. The lab Savenchko was using in the Microgen building has been officially cleaned from top to bottom. No forensic team in the world will be able to find trace materials in there now. Change the door code to 5377 to let admin know they can reassign it. Yeah, these guys, I'm gonna kill them all. I can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees what I did to his stapler. Mark Zelinsky. Sure, we could even record one of us wearing a lab tech uniform the next time we do it. So I just got another request from Dwayne to have a hidden camera installed in his lab. Should we play along and humor him? He still thinks it's one of the other eggheads in his department that's putting all the farm porn on his PC. Actually, there's no guards on radar. We shouldn't even need this. Hello. Secret room. With a door right out in the hallway. The Shadow of the Omega. Chapter 4, the 2018 accident. Omega Ranch was a massive undertaking, a highly secure site with multiple labs and research departments, along with support structures and an accommodation complex. In 2009, the Disease Control Initiative opened their doors to the world's doctors, but the facility was dogged by technical issues, staffing problems, and underfunding. The pressures of the World Health Organization's staff at the isolated facility grew, and finally, in 2018, the worst-case scenario came to pass. A breach in containment led to the explosive spread of a modified variant of the H5N1 avian flu virus, which swept across Malaysia, killing tens of thousands of people. The exact details of the cause of the outbreak are unclear, although some conspiracists have insisted that the event was deliberately triggered by clandestine groups, perhaps as an attempt to destabilize the region. The epidemic would have lasting effects on Malaysia. Well, in this world, it absolutely 100% probably was the case that it was done on purpose. Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the compound, no oh, we've already read this. Oh, we're at the Omega Ranch right now. Okay. Okay. I look at all our ammunition and I realize we're not going to use any of it, and I am saddened. In retrospect, we probably didn't need to take these two weapons. We could have just taken the revolver and the machine pistol and been done with it. And then relied on grenades or a rocket launcher to help out. I don't know why we need a distraction. Everyone's dead. Everyone. Well, no, that's not true. The guards. The guards are dead. All the guards are dead. Okay. Probably drugged. I wonder what they're in here for. I'm not taking that person's pain pills. I'm not doing it. I've been in excruciating pain, and I just have no desire to put even though it's a video game and it's glowing, I'm supposed to take it now. Like, I can keep his pain meds.
Adam? Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? That do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
I see. Dr. Faraday, we need to free Megan from the isolation zone. I've got a plan to distract the guards. 3 lab accidents.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them to occur at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I know. But I'm hoping you might have the solution to that problem. Sevchenko's viral program.
Of course! I shouldn't have underestimated you. Vasily gave it to me before he disappeared. Here you are. Upload it onto the central security computer. It will scramble their scanners. I would have done it myself, but I'm just a scientist.
Don't sell yourself short, Doc. Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not really. Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
Yes, I like that.
Tell me, where do I find this security terminal?
Vasily told me there's a tunnel leading to it, near the back of the compound, I believe. But I'm afraid you'll have to explore a bit to be sure.
Once I upload the virus, it'll be time to act. I'll signal you. A vibration in your GPL. Be ready.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
We leveled. Well, where are we going to spend this point? Let's take increased sprinting. Everyone, I'll be right back. I gotta take some meds. Give me a few seconds. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Alright, so... I guess, is it this way? Let's find out. The good news is that it looks like I'll get to kill more people. Sorry, I have all this ammunition, and I'm dying to use it. No, not this room. Oh, Dr. Faraday's computer. Well, we might as well see what he was doing. Nice, holy crap. Not detected even once.
Access granted.
That was weird. Declan, my old friend. You were right about the GPL implants. These bastards are using them to keep track of us, and they'll continue to do so unless we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Feel up to another Agenia attack? Because we need to discuss this in person. I know you're nervous, Declan, and to be honest, I am too. But Delgado's work centered on the use of electrical signals to invoke emotional responses in the brain. He was targeting the, I can't pronounce it, and hippocampus. H assures me that we are not doing that, and I trust him. For reasons I'll explain when I can. Until then, please don't risk yourself by sending me emails like this one. Stick to the research questions only, because you're right. I'm sure they are monitoring every word we type. Megan, I'm getting really worried about this signal pattern they've got me working on. If it's truly meant to transmit software upgrades to limb patients, why do they want it to broadcast wideband across multiple frequencies simultaneously? And what exactly is it going to transmit? I know these wankers are probably monitoring every email I send you, but I can't ignore my gut. For some reason, I'm reminded of Delgado's work with electrical stimulation in the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection? Good for him. He definitely doesn't want to do it, but they'll kill him if he doesn't. We don't need to break that. I think we've been on the other side of that normally. Okay, Tim, so let's talk about some interesting things as we walk around then. So, it's been a long time since we've seen Megan, and we've changed dramatically since we've last seen her. I wonder what she'll think of us when we actually show up. Also wonder how we're going to get the scientists out of here. I guess when we bring down the isolation network scan antenna array thing system, then they'll be able to fly us out, but they have to get here fast. I would imagine that the way it would work normally is that a distress signal would have gone out from the first alarm that got hit, or at least the third alarm that would end up being hit would immediately trigger people to realize that the place is under attack. Oh, okay. We gotta go outside, I guess? Where are we going? We are here. I do see it. It is outside. Interesting that there's just pieces in glass, as if this was meant to show off to somebody. I guess it doesn't matter. Like, the lab is just on lockdown. This would be like any other normal building that suddenly is taken over by another group. This entire complex is guarded, and probably anyone who wants to visit is waved away, or convinced not to visit. Wow, that's a lot of sprinting. Anything else to talk about? I'm sorry, everyone. I can't think of a whole lot of anything. I've been really impressed, though, with even the normal grenades. I would say that you would probably never need the rocket launcher, knowing that EMP grenades are enough to destroy a bot. The only reason I guess they might be useful is for the AoE. But even then, normal grenades and mines could work out well for that. Or your Typhoon, if you can do as well as I was doing earlier. Okay, now we have a camera we need to sneak past. And a bot. Ooh, hello. I was nervous about the tire spikes. Yes, fight each other, bots. Fight each other. You went right over that! How is that even possible? I wanted our bot to win. It's not much, but it's ours. Coming for you. Nope. I don't care if the alarms are sounding. Let them know. Well, that must be where we put the virus in. Let's see what we have over on this system. Oh, wow. Hello. Oh, my God. We need to take this. Defend, and we're out of here. We'll start spamming them. We need to get over to the other one. Wow. Not detected. Amazing.
Access granted.
Oh, that was the camera. Okay. That's a shame. Nice. Another EMP grenade. And that's it. Hello. Oh, I thought the arrow was a hostile. It was actually us. Oh, crap. We have to open that. Did I miss that? Oh, the alarm's off now. Oh, this. Right, the disc reader. Just quickly double check. There's no doors, right? No, there's not.
Pritchard, are you still tracking the scientists?
Of course.
Simulate feedback along that route. Make it strong enough to vibrate their implants. They have to feel it.
A signal, eh? Not bad, Jensen. I'm sending it now.
I don't know why we just could have killed these guys. Oh, our bot could have destroyed them as well. Forgot about our bot. Good job. Guards are dead. I was worried that was a normal grenade, which is why I moved out. If I realized that was a smoke grenade, I just would have stayed in it. We're immune to it. Sorry, guards. I don't know why we needed them to do that. Just silly. God, we don't need any of this stuff. We have so much. We have too much ammunition. Too much ammunition. How does a game play when you're sneaking? I guess it's more satisfying than just killing everything, right? This is the easy way. But you're rewarded less experience for doing it this way. Oh, there's two bots up here, I see. So quick save. Well, that's really creepy.
Your tenacity, Adam Jensen, is really quite irritating. We'd like you to stop now.
I'm afraid I can't, Zhao. You see, I figured it out. I know what you and your conspiracy buddies are planning.
Do you? How clever.
A new biochip. A software upgrade that limits what augmentations can do. You're creating a kill switch. You kidnapped Megan Reed's team to do it, and you're seizing control of the market to ensure it gets distributed. All because you're afraid of people like me. Augmented people, with the power to resist you.
No one's afraid of you, Mr. Jensen. All your blundering around and childish interference hasn't stopped a thing. Tell me, have you been to a limb clinic lately?
Let me guess. That was supposed to shut me down, right? Leave me broken and begging.
The Augs are recalled. You should be offline.
Women never fail to underestimate men.
You should have stayed dead, Jensen. To be honest, I thought I killed you the first. I thought you would be more formidable than this. That business in Detroit with Barrett should have ended there. Will you lose your nerve, Jensen, now that the end is near?
I don't think so, sir. See the bots. Ooh, he's using a plasma gun.
Me all the way here. Finding me now.
Actually, it's
Do
all
you realize how
EMP,
hopeless
isn't he?
this is? You will not leave here.
We should probably be using our laser since it can shoot through the walls.
She's lost to you, my friend. I'm right over here. Come get me. Like a blind man, you stumble on. Oh no, so stubborn. You should have given up this chase long ago. Finish it.
Not until you tell me where Megan is.
You've lost her, Jensen. Men like us, we never get back the things we love.
That was fun. Let's save the game and begin reloading my weapons. What weapon does he have? What is this? A plasma rifle. We don't have one of them. We can take one. Let's drop some ammo. How big is it and what type of ammo does it need? What does it need? What does it need? The high damage long range weapon capable of dealing damage to multiple targets at once, provided they are very close together. A next generation weapon, the Plasma Lance is perhaps the most advanced battlefield weapon of the 2020s, a high-tech firearm that projects a bolt or pulse of superheated plasma down an ionized path towards its target. It can deliver heavy damage against medium and heavily armored targets, enough to actually disintegrate some of them, but only at a limited range and at a slow rate of fire. Sustained operation can also result in temporary shutdown due to overheating. The weapon supports all standard upgrades, as well as a special intern coolant enhancement package that can prevent it from overheating during sustained firing. It is also compatible with laser targeting systems. We can take it. We can make room. We can make room for it by dropping other things we don't really need. We don't need all this machine pistol ammo, so we can drop that. Let's use one of these and drop this. There we go. We can still also equip our... Wow, we still have room left over. Nice. Alright, let's quick save again. I want to see what all the weapons are like. Though I don't know where we're going to find ammunition for the plasma rifle. I have to say, that was a fun battle. I like that we... did you notice that we saw his shadow once while he was maneuvering around? Oh, hello. Oh, there's stuff in these. Weapons of every type. Oh, by the way, everyone, I looked it up, and you can't actually melee anyone to death. It's simply not possible. They give you shotguns in here? That seems kind of not at all what you would want. I guess this is showing off all the weapons that they've ever made. Yeah, so the last time I did this, I did not have... I'm sorry, I also did not take the upgrade. So I'm assuming it deactivates your augmentations, your active ones, or maybe just your Typhoon. I'm not sure actually what it does. I'm not sure what it does. How are we looking, by the way, on our levels? We're good. Alright, so now let's get out of here. Actually, we should keep this attached. Also, let it be known that if when I saw Zhao, I would have killed her immediately. Like, open fire and down her. Rather than let her get away with whatever it was she was doing. Hello. What do we have in here? Could we have come up here during the battle and maybe hack some bots to fight him off? I bet you we could have. I bet you this leads to a terminal that would have allowed that. I've heard they add stuff like this into the game, allowing you to avoid fighting if you don't want to. I don't know what it is. I'd like to have it, but we're not going to just drop down there and take it. Let's see if there's anything we can do to... deactivate it? I can duck out here. That must be some sort of strange gun turret. Okay, crap. Sorry about that, everyone. So, security... yeah, that probably lets us activate security bots and what have you. Oh, actually, we could use revolver ammo. Technically, we have some room left. Alright, let's see... oh, hello! This is a laser rifle. I guess realistically, we should stick with the laser rifle instead of taking the plasma rifle. Nice try. We can spam you and still get out of here.
Access granted.
Nice. Holy crap. 3,000 rounds for this. That is ridiculous. Wow, we can hold all those rounds in one slot. That is awesome. Oh, nice. They give you other things to throw at him, I suppose, when you're running around fighting him downstairs. But this is not where I need to be. Where are we going? I am so confused. We are located here in Magical Invisible Land. I guess the other side? We walked in from the elevator. That's right, I think. Oh, hello, there's a terminal over there. That must be where we're supposed to go. No. Oh, wow, okay, you can fight them all over the place, apparently. I didn't realize that was the case. The last time I did this, I also did the battle in this area like this. Might as well take the mines and stack up the 3. Hello. Alright, that just leads down to the other android, which we don't care about. Secure level 5? Oof. Oh, did we search his body? Did we search his body? We can't search his body. Darn it. Alright, let's go back upstairs then. Do we actually have to hack this open? I guess we do. There must be another way in there. I just don't know where it's located. Oh god, 4s on everything. Alright, well, we're gonna simply nuke these. Of course, it made that stronger. Take it and immediately begin defending everything I've got. Spam them. And get out of here.
Access granted.
For all the good that does now. I wonder why that was even a thing they had turned on. Oh, hello. Oh, we can't interact with it. Okay. Did you like my use as well as the pain meds during the middle of that battle to get my life back up? Because we were down to like 2 hit points, I think, or something like that. Is this where I have to be? Hold on, everyone. Is this... alright, let's stay. So, let's begin taking these... I want to go, oh god, toward it. No, you don't now. Actually, let's nuke it. Oh, Timmy can't even get to you this way. How can this actually... Oh, it can, actually. It has to come through this way. Let's take the spam and begin defending, ready for the hit. And we made it. Awesome.
Access granted.
Robots are disabled, nothing else on it. This is not where we're supposed to be. Darn it, where am I supposed to go? I'll be back, everyone. Of course, it's right in front of me the whole freaking time. And of course I don't notice it whatsoever, because I'm good. Alright. Let's use one of our cyber boost. Nah, we don't need to use the cyber boost at the moment. Alright. Holy crap. Anything special in this? We also picked up another plasma rifle that was lying on the ground. And which had 5 bullets in it, as a heads up. Oh, is this where Megan is, I wonder?
Jaren, is that you?
Not exactly.
Adam? Oh my god, Adam! It's you! You're hurt. What happened?
What happened to you? I risked my life for you, Megan. I came halfway around the world, and for what?
It's not what you think.
Are you part of this?
No! No, Adam, I swear it! The kidnapping was real. The attack on Seraph Industries, they came after me. They wanted my research.
And when did you decide they could have it?
It didn't happen like that. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. I couldn't! And then David said we had to use it. We owed it to mankind.
David? What are you talking about?
My great discovery. The genetic framework I found that makes it easier for living tissue to bond with implants. I found it. In you, Adam. I used your DNA. I wanted to tell you, I swear. But David convinced me what it could mean for mankind. How much better off we could all be. It took Hugh to make me see how wrong I was.
Hugh? Hugh Darrow.
He owns this facility. After Namir brought us here...
Richard! Patch me into Seraph, now!
Adam, please! He was only pretending to work with Tai Young and the others. He found out what they were planning to do and told them he would help. But only to make sure they never succeeded. Their control signal won't work.
Thank you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Seraph here has asked me to show the world how human enhancement technology can change it. After careful deliberation, I've decided I must do exactly that. Forgive me.
Oh god. He's modified the control signal. Anyone with the new biochip will be affected. Hugh never said anything about this.
I'm going back for the scientists.
No, Adam! I know the complex better than you. I'll find them. There's a hangar bay through there. Get to its control room and retract the roof. Clear a path for us.
Holy crap! Oh my god, that was vicious. Also, what the heck is Jensen so angry about? God, he's such a dunce. Hugh Darrow's final interview. The fact is, Eliza, that the last few years have taught me some very valuable lessons. I understand you've had some controversial things to say about augmentation technology. I've ruffled some feathers, to be sure, but I have that right. The technology wouldn't exist without you. The fact is... What's the bloody Einstein quote about the A-bomb? If only I had known, I should have become a watchmaker. Yes, that's the one. I know what he meant. These days, I'm thinking we went too far. I'm wondering about putting the genie back in the bottle. Is that possible? Everything is possible. Having the ability to transcend our limits is one thing, but racing uncontrolled towards some blind singularity, we are in danger of becoming two species, those empowered and those left behind. That's the entire theme of the game, honestly. Isn't it? Hugh Darrow's own computer. Let's try taking these. Oh, you might as well just well, try defending. Give me some more time. And we're out. Take it, please!
Access granted.
Good morning, Mr. Darrow. Regarding the conversation we had last week, the project is advancing quite swiftly. We've managed to devise a new and improved prototype to better counter the quantum size effect. So far, the nanoanics are responding as planned, and the latent effects on biomaterials are negligible. An unforeseen benefit is that using copper couplings to make the units virtually undetectable. This will, on the other hand, require a very potent electronic virtual tracking system for maintenance and emergency procedures. We've been able to build and modify molecular structures on the fly using mechanical synthesis. The samples are all responded very well, apart from the usual rejection syndrome, of course, that always sets in after a few minutes. The effects are even more potent on the molecular level. That's why the news from some of your associates are so promising. Apparently they're on the verge of isolating and replicating DNA segments that present no rejection syndrome whatsoever. I don't know how you and your team got access to these samples, but I don't care. Do you realize what this could mean? We're finally there. Imagine that. A regular-looking human being, nothing unnatural in his appearance, and still, the power of billions of machines within him, manipulated at will. This is the future, Mr. Darrow. From Alan Curtis. Nanotechnology. That's what they're talking about now. We might be one of the last mechanically augmented people. But apparently our DNA is still useful to anyone. Even the that other technology. Okay, we'll take this. Nuke. Take this, defend. And it doesn't matter, we're out before you can catch us.
Access granted.
Re-imaging retinal implants, Dr. DeBoll's success. Excerpted from a paper published by Hugh Darrow in American Scientific in 2010. Many of you may not have heard of Dr. Dobell. Dr. Dobell was a doctor from New York whose specialty is in designing artificial organs. Several years ago, he embarked on a project to implement an artificial eye which could transmit information straight into the optical lobe of the brain. For those of you new to neuroscience, the optical lobe is one of 4 lobes in the human brain. It is located at the back of the head and responsible mostly for visual processing. The goal of Dr. Dobell was to create an implant with an electrode array then surgically inserted into the surface of the olectolobe's visual cortex. This way, the camera could transmit straight to the brain instead of to the eye, and hopefully create a more complex image than what can be achieved by retinal implant. The procedure was very costly to perform, costing approximately $80,000. After working hard to raise money, an experimental patient who had lost his vision 20 years ago was finally able to undergo it. So after allowing the patient 10 days in recovery, Dr. Dobell attempted to stimulate the electrodes, which were now attached to the surface of his visual cortex. Now, there was a question as to whether or not the brain tissue of the visual cortex could still be stimulated after 20 years of blindness. However, immediately after the first stimulation attempt, Jens was struck with the perception of vision. He was able to see small spots of light within his visual field, proving the surgery to be a success. Of course, we'll take your credit chips. That's extraordinarily creepy. That's extraordinarily creepy. That's a lot of guards. That's wonderful.
Jensen, what the hell's going on out there? Broadcast frequencies are going haywire.
Malik, is that you? Where are you?
Coming into visual range of Singapore now. Been in the air since Pritchard first pinged you.
Good timing. I'm heading for a hangar bay to open the roof. I'll need an emergency extraction.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
That must be an alarm. That must be the button to open the door.
Hey, Jensen! Looks like you could use some help!
Oh, nice!
I see the scientist, Jensen. I'm landing nearby. And I think Dr. Reed wants to speak to you. Hang on.
Hello? Adam? We're all fine, but you have to get to Panchaea and stop Hugh.
You and I aren't done with this, Megan.
I know how it looks, but you have to stop the broadcast. I think it's causing the new biochips to overstimulate the vagus nerve, creating terrifying hallucinations.
You mean it's driving augmented people insane?
Yes, and it's up to you to stop it. Use the Leo shuttle. It will take you to Panchaea. Good luck, Adam.
I wonder if you actually had to fight them, and who would even show up if Malik died earlier. Judging from the equipment that's here, you probably would have had to fight these guys yourself. I don't really need anything these guys have. Well, they may have a plasma weapon. Actually, any energy bars I get, I should also be using. Sorry, searching your butt. Hey everyone, I think we're gonna stop here. So we won't quite take the rocket, awesome, until the next episode. And we'll do that in a cutscene, assuming it has one. So everyone, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and take care, everyone.